guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's look, I am bringing you this warm rose gold eye that I created using the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. So if you want to know how to get this look, please keep watching. I am starting off with my transition shade. This is the color MFEO, and I'm going to take a blending brush and apply that all over the crease. I usually dip back into that shadow a few times until I build up the intensity that I want on the eye. I'm going to pick up the color Butter and Hunts. I'm going to blend those two together and apply it on the crease as well. Again, I'm not going to go too high up as the first color. I'm just going to put it right in that socket of the eye. This is just going to help build up intensity and add some more dimension to the eye. Again, I always start off with the lighter shades first and then I add the darker ones after. The key to a perfect eye look is all about the blending. So you want to make sure you blend away until you have no harsh lines. We're going to start layering more shadows. So I'm taking the color Roxanne. It's a nice orangey shade and I'm going to put that on the outer corner of the eye. And this is just going to bring some warmth to the look, and it's really going to look nice paired next to that rose gold we're going to put on. Dipping into that color Jacz with a smaller blending brush, I'm going to put that right on the outer corner, right on top of that orangey shade. And again, we're just building up the intensity on the eye to go ahead and get that smoky look. I do have somewhat of a hooded eye, so I always feel like these eye looks look best when I do cut the crease. So I'm just taking some concealer with an angled brush and I'm going to go ahead and carve out the area where I'll be placing that rose gold eyeshadow. This trick also works on anybody with smaller lids. If you want to get that illusion of that bigger eyelid, I would go ahead and try this technique. Once I'm done cutting the crease, I'm going to take some of that orangey shade with a blending brush and I'm going to go ahead and buff that into the lid. Next, I'm going to take Soda Pop with a pencil brush and I'm going to put this eyeshadow right on the outer corner. And again, this is going to help deepen up the eye. Now, if you don't want to deepen it up too much, you can go ahead and skip this step. For the lid, I'm taking the eyeshadow Sissy, which is a nice rose gold, and I'm taking a flat shader brush. I actually sprayed the brush with some Fix Plus just to make sure I get that nice intensity on the eye. This is a great tip whenever you're using any metallics or shimmers on the eyelid. Always use your eyeshadow brush wet and the color payoff will be so much better. I'm going to buff a little bit more of that orangey shade into the lid. That way everything looks seamless. I'm adding a pop of highlight to the inner corner, so taking that color beam and a smaller brush, I'm going to go ahead and pop that right on the inner part of the eye. I'm going to quickly just coat my lashes, and I don't really spend too much time doing this. I only add mascara so that I can blend my eyelashes with the false ones. Once you have the lashes on, you can pinch your lashes with the fake ones, and that's going to blend them both together. I am taking my current foundation, the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I'm taking a kabuki brush from Morphe. I'm going to go ahead and buff that into my skin. I normally prefer using a beauty blender, but I wanted to give this brush a try and see how the foundation looked. I did like the finish, but I feel like I prefer using a beauty blender only because it is faster to blend out the product. This is one of my favorite concealers. I finally stocked up on the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade Light Sand. And I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight on my under eyes, my nose, my chin, and my forehead. For this step, I am using my beauty blender only to make it a little bit faster. And again, I just feel like this really gives me that airbrush finish. For my bronzer, I'm using this one from Hourglass Cosmetics. Now keep in mind this bronzer is not matte, it is an illuminating bronzer. You will notice that once you put it on, it's going to give you that nice sun-kissed, healthy glow. I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the Mercier translucent powder, and I'm taking my damp beauty blender and I'm going to apply this on my T-zone. I'm also applying a little bit under my bronzer just to give me that nice defined cheekbone. I let that sit for a minute and then I go ahead and dust it all off. So I'll just take a brush and wipe off any excess powder. I am taking Benefit Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Tickle. Now this has a nice shift of color to it. It has gold and a little bit of purple. So if you turn to the side, you can see the different shades that it has. For my lips, I am taking MAC Cosmetics in the shade Kinda Sexy. This has been a favorite of mine for years, and I really like how this color just really ties everything in. And the last step is going to be to set your makeup using a setting spray. Here I am using the one from Cover FX. And this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to continue seeing more videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.